How can General Z use affect labeling to cope with emotions? Imagine feeling overwhelmed and not knowing how to handle it. Sometimes, just putting a name to your feelings can make a big difference. That's what affect labeling is all about. It's a simple but powerful way to manage emotions by identifying and naming what you're feeling in the moment. For General Z, who are often open about mental health, this technique fits right into their way of expressing and understanding emotions. When you notice a strong feeling coming on, pause for a second. Say to yourself, "I feel anxious," or "I am frustrated." This act of naming helps create space between you and the emotion. It's like stepping back and watching your feelings instead of being caught up in them. When you do this, it becomes easier to think clearly instead of reacting impulsively. Affect labeling also helps stop negative thought patterns from taking over. If you're feeling down and think, "I am a failure," you can instead recognize that you're feeling overwhelmed or tired. Changing that negative label to a more accurate emotion like, "I feel exhausted," or "I am stressed," helps you see the situation more clearly. This shift can reduce harsh self-criticism and open up options for problem solving. It's a way to be kinder to yourself and avoid getting stuck in black and white thinking. Another benefit is emotional regulation. When you name your feelings, it activates parts of your brain involved in controlling emotions. This can lower activity in the part of your brain that triggers fear and stress. As a result, you feel calmer and more in control. For example, if you're anxious about a test, naming that anxiety can help you manage it better instead of avoiding or suppressing it. To use affect labeling, try taking a moment when emotions run high. Say the feeling out loud or write it down in a journal. This helps clarify what you're experiencing. You can also challenge negative labels by focusing on the actual emotion rather than a fixed trait. Using apps that prompt you to identify your feelings can make this a regular habit. In cognitive behavioral therapy, affect labeling is part of emotion-focused coping. It's about managing your emotional response instead of trying to change external stressors right away. For General Z, who often face social media pressures and mental health challenges, this technique offers a straightforward way to stay grounded. Since many are comfortable talking about feelings, affect labeling fits naturally into their way of understanding themselves. Just remember, it's important not to overuse labels or see them as fixed identities. Use them as tools to gain insight and build resilience. In the end, affect labeling helps you become more aware of your emotions, reduces negative self-talk, and improves your ability to stay calm under pressure. It's a simple, practical way to develop stronger emotional skills and handle life's ups and downs with more confidence.